Plasti Dipping the chrome.
All right, ready, set, go!
So it's always been my vision of an all blacked out vehicle, preferably an SUV, but now it's a truck, which is even better. Plasti Dip's going to help you get there. Hashtag no chrome. Seriously, I don't know why they put all this chrome all over trucks. Some people buy into it and love it, and some people see past it like, what is all this? But anyway, huge disclaimer right now before this video gets started. Do not use Plasti Dip unless you're 100% sure on it. And after you've watched this video, you will see why I'm saying this right now. Plasti Dip can be a great product in certain situations and stuff, but I will never use it again. Period.
Whew. Today's the day. It does look really nice with the chrome, but we're gonna Plasti Dip all the chrome. That's gonna give it its identity. I don't think anybody's done that to an 18 Tundra yet the way I have. So all the badges, the handles, mirrors, front grille, bumper, the TRD 4x4 thing, I'm gonna Plasti Dip that too. The rear bumper, I'm gonna leave the tail lights as they are, and then I'm gonna Plasti Dip this skull. I think that'll look better black. Yeah, so this is gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be worth it. Here we go. And here we go. Yeah, my whole dream was a midnight truck, all blacked out, murdered. So that's what I'm gonna get. Trust me, it's gonna look nice. Well, I'm gonna try and make 4 cans last, so I'm just gonna do the badge, mirror, handles, other badge, and then I'll do that on the other side once I spray this down, and then we'll see how much 4 cans does. But I pretty much sealed it. So the good thing about Plasti Dip is I can just pull it off. So here we go. Well, I forgot to mention, so I cleaned off all the badges in chrome before I started, and then while I was shaking the Plasti Dip can, I cleaned them one more time just to make sure. I just put the first coat down. Obviously there's going to be overspray here, but that peels off after. You can watch any how-to Plasti Dip video and you'll see basically how it's done. So I'm gonna let this dry for about 15 minutes. It says, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna give it the full 15 for today because I have enough time. Look at the clear skies. And I'm gonna tape up the other side right now, and I'll have a timer going. And then I'll try and get them both synced up, but we'll see. We're almost done. Oh man, it's gonna look nice. I can see it. So yeah, take the plastic, the tape and the paper, and then the excess Plasti Dip around them off soon. I went ahead and did the logo on the bottom of the running board, or the step, or whatever y'all call it. And then I just went ahead and did the back bumpers. The overspray will just peel off. You know how Plasti Dip works. We're not done yet though. And then I went ahead and did that skull. So, wish I could finish the front grille today, but that's going to be another day. Probably tomorrow. But honestly, I think I did 8 or 9 coats on all the badges and stuff, and then the bumper has 4 or 5. But it's not done yet. Honestly, probably one more coat on all the badges and mirrors. And then, and it's drying right now. I just did one, so you can see a little bit of like wet. And then probably 2 more on the rear bump. But yeah, this, I think I started at 12, and it's like 410 right now, 420. So, takes a while, but tomorrow it's going to be nice. I'll get that front grille done for sure. Woo! Alright, so it's like 5 something now. So this took about 5 hours, but it was totally worth it. So I'm done on all the badges. The bumper is going to get one more coat. But I went in there, so the important part is to hit your edges from under angles, side angles, above angles. Getting the edges, the hidden spots. I put a little thing over the keyhole. This is pretty much dry now, but the inside of your bars, you know, you got to hit the angles. You can't just be flat straight on. Anyway, did all those, did all the badges. That the bumper may look done, but it's gonna get one more. And did the skull. And it really changed the look of the truck completely. Holy shit. So now I got a lot of cleaning to do, and we'll see what happens. It's gonna be dark though. Alright, so I got all the tape and stuff off, and I peeled the Plasti Dip around all the badges. Comes off clean. But not the overspray yet, so that'll be wiped down with a wet microfiber towel. Let's see. Boom, boom. And then I didn't do anything to the bumpers yet, but I never put any tape or anything there, so it's just going to be a microfiber towel. So there's 2 areas that I'm not happy with. When you pull off the Plasti Dip around it, it normally comes off clean, very good. And for some reason, 2 specific spots, only 2 spots, everything else comes off clean. And then for any of the spots inside, like inside the eye or inside any of the letters, you just go in there with like a Q-tip, tweezer or something. But anyway, the point is, what I was saying, these 2 spots, the exact same, look how nice the mirror looks, clean. But these 2 spots right here, see this corner? Now the camera's dark, but yeah, that little corner during the pull-off process, everything else, all the badges, everything was fine. In here again, that little corner, see it? So I'm either gonna pull off the mirror and redo them tomorrow when I do the grill, or I'll just go over that with a little bit of spray and seal the deal. But now I'm gonna move the truck under the light and keep going and use a microfiber towel and finisher. But I'm really happy with how it looks right now. Holy moly. It's exactly what I needed it to be. All blacked out, everything. Once I do the front bumper, it's gonna look crazy. So yep, and it's like, I guess this took 6 hours. All right, I just got done finally taking off the overspray, the Plasti Dip. For any of you guys that are gonna Plasti Dip, seriously, make a tape square around your Plasti Dip spot so you can eventually peel the square, because it's way worse to try and pull off Plasti Dip with the little dot overspray. You want that line where you can grab it and peel, which is there's a whole method. You take a wet cloth and rub it, not too hard, not too soft, until you build up a ball under the cloth, and the ball of that excess overspray Plasti Dip will grab the other overspray Plasti Dip, and the ball gets bigger and bigger. But if you push too hard, it'll put a micro scratch in your paint, and it's just a whole mess to try and pull off Plasti Dip. So I suggest, like I said earlier, anyway, it's done. It's looking real black because I took off the TRD off-road 4x4 stickers on the back of the bed back there. So holy, it's black now. I'm gonna try and do the grill today and maybe redo the mirrors. I'm also thinking about just getting Toyota to install new mirrors and handles, because now that I look at it and think about it, I might just rather have like real black ones, the chrome, and that's not going to cost that much for those little things. If I could get them in matte, that'd be cool. I like the look of the matte rather than gloss. And then I'm also thinking I might just take off all the badges, the limited, Tundra, the 5.7 liter V8 I-Force, all that. Because after I took off the back badge, the TRD, I'm like, damn, it's really coming together nicely now. The dream truck, just all blacked out. Whew, there she is, all prepped. So I'm gonna Plasti Dip all the chrome on this, but I've already been having second thoughts about getting actual factory black stuff, or maybe Linexing certain parts, or someday Linex the whole truck. But anyway, I'm gonna get a new bumper someday anyway, a new grill someday anyway. I mean, this is just like a temporary thing I'm doing, and I like it that way. But yeah, this prep just took like an hour to clean everything and tape off everything. But here we go. Well, third coat on the front. It's starting to look pretty dark, but unfortunately Plasti Dip has failed me. I put the coat on everything on the back yesterday. I took the truck for a 20-mile drive today total, and I've already found this that quick, and I put like 7 coats on this right here. Look at this already. So something flew up, a rock flew up or something and chipped it. Yeah, so Plasti Dip. The whole truck will be Linex someday, but for now I'm just gonna get all the like badges. I'm probably gonna end up removing all the badges and get the like all the accessory Plasti Dipped, and then the body will stay black for now. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The truck has been Plasti Dipped, all coats. Just got to remove the Plasti Dip takes too long. If you overspray improperly, you're going to run into a lot of issues. It also isn't as resistant as you might think to little rocks and pebbles and scratches and stuff. I'm sure this front bumper will be destroyed in a week. So yeah, I guess it's just a fun little quick project if you want to waste some money and time. But you might get a better idea of what you want your truck to look like in the future, or I just save you the hassle of that, black it out with Line-X.
So, in conclusion, this is what the truck looked like, completely Plasti dipped and finished. I was pretty proud of it, even though it had that overspray that's still on the doors, you can see. I do go on to talk about how to clean up overspray and stuff afterward, but again, like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, I don't recommend Plasti dip ever. There's so many better things you could do, or just buy the parts black. So yeah, but I mean, it turned out cool. Look at that, all blacked out. Cool.
Alright, so with your dip dissolver, when you apply it to your overspray on your actual vehicle, if your vehicle has a nice clear coat or even wax on top of that, it is an abrasive this year. It will cut into the wax and possibly the top layer of your clear coat, depending on how thick it is. For mine, when I did resolve the issue, right, the dip dissolver, all of the overspray little dots came off so easy. I just sprayed this like 3 times on a little paper towel, rubbed it down with like 3 pounds of pressure, and it all came off. But I took it to the car wash that night because I noticed a little bit of like hazing on my clear coat. I don't know, kind of like this. You see these little like haze marks all over this granite, and I was like, did it cut into the clear coat? Like, is my paint? Washed it off. The truck still had that hazing this morning, so I was like, it could have just been the wax though, because it came fresh wax. It's a brand new vehicle, 2018. So went out there today with the cleaner wax. This is like America's #1. Put on thick wax all over, and then use another cloth to strip the wax off. And the truck looks amazing again. So just be super careful when you apply your dip dissolver to your overspray, or just don't overspray. Like I said, you got to tape it off exactly so you get a thick peel off. And wash the dip dissolver off as fast as you can. Once you get your dip off, wash your shit off ASAP, because it's a mild corrosive, like I said, and abrasive corrosive. You know, it'll remove wax easily, and possibly a slight top layer, just a little bit of the top layer of your clear coat, which can be filled in with your wax, or, you know, not even just the wax with the wax. So I would never recommend using a Plasti dip ever, or dip dissolver, because you won't need it. Just don't even use Plasti dip unless you, like I said, you tape off square around what you're dipping. That way when you pull that off, the thick dip pulls off around the emblem that you dipped. Because if you just hit it with sprays, like I did in that video, that overspray that's far away from your spray spot is going to be crazy. You're going to be messing with it for a week. You know, dip dissolving, waxing, all this extra. So, there, just get it Line-X'd. Alright, so here's a look at it after I waxed it. As you can see, there's like no haziness. And I just did the 2 doors because that's where the overspray was. A little bit on like the trim area up there and stuff, but clean, super clean now. Take a look at the other side. Yep. Super nice, super clean now. It worried me, but wax is your friend.